there's another option, and that is to build. The businesses that come out of September ahead are the ones who used August on purpose.
Welcome to Duo on Air, where we help you get seen, remembered, and wildly obsessed over by your audience. We're your hosts, Abby
and Courtney, a pair of ex-agency besties who ditched the cubicles, the Minneapolis skyways, and the corporate jargon for work that matters, with people who inspire us every day. Today, we're a women-powered marketing agency serving brands worldwide, bringing those big agency results without the corporate price tag.
Around here, it's all about what actually grows your business: branding, SEO, websites, and navigating the real-life ups and downs of building a dream while raising tiny humans. We're moms, wives, and best friend business partners in the trenches with you, making the hard stuff feel easy and a whole lot more fun.
So pour a fresh cup, get comfy, because you're exactly where you need to be.
Let's duo this. Welcome back to the Duo on Air podcast. This is episode number 225, and it is officially August.
Whoa. Are we excited about this? Sad about this? I mean, we love the fall here in Minnesota, so that means fall is like a little closer. That means the state fair is coming up. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Food on a stick.
Food on a stick. Oh, can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Well, usually in August, things are a little bit slower. And maybe you are squeezing in some vacation time, or your inbox is quieter than usual, and maybe you're stressing. And sometimes we all stress.
You're probably getting ready to send your kids back to school if you have kids. Yeah. It is kind of a wild month.
It is. You're trying to soak up the last bit of summer and all the things, and summer always goes by way too fast. So usually what happens is September 1st hits, and all of a sudden 3 people want to book, 2 existing clients are asking for something super urgent, you're trying to onboard a new person, you're running your business out of your notes app, and you're kind of just saying a prayer like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And that's like typically what happens after summer is everyone's like, all right, time to go. Let's buckle down and let's do things, and
we're kind of back to routine.
Buy things, do whatever. Yeah. It's this back to routine moment. And that chaos always happens. And it hasn't quite happened yet, right? Like sometimes it's like hit September 1st, sometimes it hits October. Like it just seems to hit usually
fall-ish.
Early fall. And it's funny because we talk about this every year because fall is like one of our favorite seasons and we just love it, and we want to like use that time, which what we're going to talk about today is like we're going to use that time as like our our year-end review kind of in the fall.
It's like our new year kind of like like we're always like January, new year, new you, but that's in the thick of snow for a lot of people and
it's gross.
The days are dark.
Sucks
in January. The days are short.
So fall is our favorite time to do that. And we actually have to plan this way in advance because if we waited until fall, it would be way too busy to do that. So what if this chaos of everything that's happening in early fall was optional and like you got to choose? I don't want it to be chaotic, but I still want to make a lot of money. And that is kind of what we're going to wish into existence today. So we are going to give you an August prep guide so that when September shows up, you're ready for it. And I don't know if we made this episode for you or for ourselves, to be honest.
Both. Yes.
We need this. We need this so bad. So August is like this really underrated month. And I think it's a month that a lot of times we just like let fly by without even realizing what happened. It goes
by fast. It does really kind of go by fast. I think because you are trying to, squeeze in every last bit of summer. But yeah, that summer slowdown is real for a lot of service-based businesses, and most owners either panic or coast during this time.
Yeah.
But there's another option, and that is to build. The businesses that come out of September ahead are the ones who used August on purpose.
And it's going to be us. It's going to be all of us right now.
We're all going to do this together. We're going to manifest the shit out of this.
Yes. So there's 2 kinds of business work. You can work in the business or you can work on the business. And we talk about this all the time.
You've probably heard it. You've probably talked about it yourself.
We are trying to work on the business, like not in it right now. And client work really fills up your calendar, but it's not going to build the infrastructure that you need for your business to grow. And August is often a really amazing window that you can work on the business without dropping any balls. So I want you to take this time where it might feel slow, it might feel scary, and shift your perspective to think about this is a growth month.
Yeah. Don't think about filling the calendar. Don't think about where your next lead is coming. Think about your business and the long-term growth.
Yeah. And this is for you right now if things feel slow. This episode is not for you right now if you're drowning.
Right. Like a lot of people typically, we've heard too and seen that like the end of summer, August-ish timeframe is slow for a lot of people. But if it's not slow for you, for whatever industry you're in or whatnot, yes, don't listen to this yet.
Listen to this when you're slow.
Do it on your slow month, yes.
And then change August to whatever month it is that you want.
Yes.
But right now, typically, August is kind of what we see. Like historically, it's been a little bit of a slower month. So we are going to talk about 4 different systems that are worth locking down now in August so that when September gets chaos, you feel really good about the chaos and you have a really good system going. So we're going to break this down. So number 1 is going to be your inquiry process. So in September, in early fall, typically this is where inquiries start coming in hot. And you want to make sure that you have a very clear, consistent process versus just winging it every time.
Yes.
So your inquiry form, your auto reply, that first touch point in your response time. And this is something that you really want to take a look at. So if you want to dive into this more, we have an entire episode on it. It's episode 206. And this is all about how to optimize your inquiry process.
That's a great episode. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. So the goal is that regardless of when a new inquiry comes in, they're getting a really, really great experience, whether you are super busy or not. They should not feel that. They should not know it.
Yes.
So test the process first. That's kind of step number 1. Test it. Is the experience what you want it to be?
Yes.
And if not, then now's the time to fix it.
Exactly. Yep. Number 2, your onboarding experience. So onboarding is the first impression after that sale, right? And most small businesses treat it kind of like an afterthought. They don't really think about that onboarding experience. So a chaotic onboarding experience erodes the confidence of a client when they booked you. And what you need to lock down is your welcome email, your client portal or your shared folders, your kickoff process, all of that, all of those things that come after they inquire with you. You've got your inquiry experience down. You've got everything in line. You need to think about what happens after they inquire, after they sign. What does that process look like? So one action would be write the welcome email that you wished you'd been sending all year long. Really make sure that process after they sign is set and you feel really confident about that as well, because that is only going to make everything much more clearer for them, for you, much more efficient and simple after they sign.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, we've talked about SOPs a lot too on the podcast. And we'll link the episode. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but we'll link the episode in the show notes so that you can find it. But if you don't have an SOP and you don't have a process, my favorite tool lately, Courtney's going to laugh at me, but it is my absolute favorite tool. What do you think my favorite new tool is that I've been using?
I mean, I know you love Claude right now, but that's your
that's part of that.
Favorite new tool. Can you give me any sort of guess?
I just talk.
Oh, Whisper Flow.
Whisper Flow. You guys, I freaking love Whisper Flow. I cannot explain how much it has changed my productivity.
I feel like maybe I'm just a grandma and so archaic that typing.
I hate typing. I hate it. It takes so long.
I hate typing now because look
your
at
nails are
things.
too long.
Ooh.
Yeah. There you go. I chopped all mine off and I look like a little toddler now. So, and chopped them off with my teeth, literally went after him. So.
You're like my husband. Okay.
Yeah, it is not good. But they were too long as well. But anyways, I am obsessed with Whisper Flow. So it's basically you hold a button on your computer and you just talk. You talk and it will format things even. If you're giving multiple examples, it might bullet it. It adds exclamation points if you sound a little
that's
excited.
Where I'm struggling. It doesn't show my enthusiasm. What do I need to be? Do I need to talk higher and more excited and
Well, we already talked about how you're a mouse, you know?
Yeah. Glenn, Courtney, talk louder. Okay, Glenn, I hear you.
No, but I don't know. Maybe you need to use it more. Maybe you just need to use it more often.
I think that's
it needs
probably
to learn your voice. I think there's a setup process that you can do.
I feel like that's what I was like trying to dive into
don't know if I
because
did it.
I want to like give it my personality. Like
Yeah.
I use a billion exclamation points because I'm always excited.
It's less about that. So I would say you want to use your personality, and like if you're doing something inside Claude, right, you have like Courtney's voice. Like then that's where your personality comes to life. But you just use Whisper Flow to tell the prompt of what you want to use, not to actually write the email.
Yeah.
So like that's where I think. But where Whisper Flow can be really helpful with this one, your onboarding experience, is say you do not have an onboarding experience. Go get Whisper Flow and just hold down the button and just talk. Just be like,
it's really just word vomiting.
Yeah, word vomit.
Yeah.
The process. Don't think about punctuation. Don't think about anything. Just think, okay, a client comes into my system and here's all the things that I do and here's what happens and blah, blah, blah. I want you to just talk. And then I want you to take everything and put it into ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, Perplexity, whatever your favorite tool is, drop it in there and say, here's my onboarding process, make me an SOP. And have it build it out for you. And then take a look at that and then even prompt it again by being like, what are my next steps to make this process even better? How can I make this experience more streamlined? How can I automate it? How can I make this easier and create? We were in a, it was a while back where someone had a keynote and it was about a pink starburst experience. Like everyone loves the pink starburst, right? So it's like, how can you create that pink starburst experience when someone comes into your ecosystem?
Yeah.
So say that and then ask it. But it all starts with what your process is like. And if you're like me and the thought of like opening up a Word doc and typing out a process is like just hurts your brain, then just talk. Just talk about it. Like it's changed.
Your
my
tools
life.
will help you.
Oh, yeah. I Whisper Flow everything all the time.
So all the time. Yes.
I am unapologetic about it.
I need to stop being a grandma and typing everything. Oh man. So really these first two, your inquiry process and your onboarding experience, they're both process, right? These are both very process driven, and making sure that you have those processes set in place. You feel really confident about them. You test them. You make sure that they're working, because if that process is working for you on the back end, these steps are going to be so much more easier and again, efficient, and things are going to move forward a lot more smooth if you have these processes in place. Does it take a little bit to build them? Yes, obviously. But if you have things like Whisper Flow and AI, you can do it way quicker.
It's incredible.
And yes, so we'll link the Whisper Flow tool in the show notes for you so you can peek at it too.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, number 3 is your proposal and your pricing documents. If you have not listened to our episode 2 weeks ago, or however many weeks ago it was, episode 223 is all about the pricing conversation that you don't want to have and understanding when and how to raise your prices without freaking out. Go back and listen to that episode. But this is something that you want to be set up for right now before busy season.
Yep.
A lot of times people are going to wait until New Year to raise their prices. And
It feels
do
like
that.
It's just like what we've learned so much and what people have driven into us. But
for real.
That episode from a few weeks ago, actually, or a week ago, we'll link it in here. But it tells you, like, we talk about how you should raise them now. Like, don't wait for a specific time or like permission or something. If you feel like they deserve to be raised now because you're worth it, because you are, raise them now. Yeah. You are absolutely worth it. And this is something that you should, like, at the end of the year, people have money. Like, this is where people are looking to spend. This is why September and October,
yes,
November
like for
start
tax
to blow
purposes, depending on how their business did that year and everything else.
Yes.
So spend the time now before busy season to update your prices, which I know feels so off if you're not busy and you don't have people. But if you know they're coming and this historically is your normal, like if you have the past 3 years of revenue and you know this is always a little bit slower and things ramp up, that's your confidence marker that you can increase your prices and the people are still going to come.
And if you still feel really, really scared and we really need to give you a nudge, then raise them even just a little bit. Not like a couple hundred. Like it doesn't have to be like thousands of dollars. Like even just a little bit, nobody's gonna notice that.
For real. So here's what you actually want to lock down. You want to bring in a clean and current proposal template that's going to reflect updated pricing and updated positioning of what it is that you're offering. And make sure your pricing page and your package descriptions on your website service page match.
Because we've been there, done that.
We're actually in the process
currently,
right now, which it'll be done by the time this podcast is here. So if you want to peek at it, go look at our SEO services page.
Is that you holding us accountable by saying that?
Yeah, it is. It is. It will be done by then. But we are in the process of updating our own services page to make sure that the packages really reflect what we're offering. We prioritize our investment page.
Yes, so much.
Because that's like the conversion marker, basically.
But it's not a page that somebody can just organically get to.
Yeah, but we're the first people to admit that our SEO service page in particular is not doing us any favors.
Our brand one probably really isn't either.
At least the packages are aligned. My packages aren't even aligned on the services page for SEO.
Sounds like an SEO problem.
It is an SEO problem. This is why we're updating it. This is like real life. So we get it. And that's the reason why we say it is like, make sure they match because ours do not. We are also, I know there's like huge debate on including pricing on your website.
Huge debate.
We are adding starting at prices on all of our service pages because we are not the cheapest SEO option out there, like by far. And so because of that, people need to know what they're getting into before they jump on a call with us. So one, we're not wasting our time.
We've never really had people like get upset after a call or anything by not having it. We've had maybe a couple people say things.
It's just unexpected.
And it's also like, again, like you said, time. It's our time.
Yeah.
30-minute call here, 30-minute call there.
And you know what? Honestly, like if we put the starting at prices on our existing SEO service pages right now, I don't think people would book because we don't do a good job of selling it. Like I think we need our testimonials, our case studies, like all of the magic within these need to be there, and that's what it's lacking. So like this is like full transparency right now is like we know that these are lacking, and this is what we are spending time this summer updating.
Yes,
it's important to us.
And on to number 4, your scheduling and capacity plan. So nothing creates more September stress than overbooking because you didn't know what you could actually take on. And I think, again, at this time of the year, we're so nervous at the end of summer because it is quiet that when September rolls around or, October, that really busy season and people start booking, inquiring, all of those things, you just want to take it all on at once because you did have that little slow moment. And now you're like, okay, I got to take all of these clients. I got to start all of these projects right now. I got to lock them in. And obviously, yes, you want all of that work, but you need to realistically know how many clients that you can serve per month and what your booking lead time looks like. Because if you don't have that figured out, then you're going to book all these clients. You're going to overwork yourself. You're going to become super overwhelmed. You are going to have a bad experience. They're going to have a bad experience. It all just kind of has this domino effect if you don't have that scheduling and capacity plan in place.
Yeah.
So if you use like a scheduler, what do we, ours is just through Dipsado, update your availability now before that rush hits, because then you're going to go into that season knowing how much you can take on. Your scheduler is accurate. People know when they can book you, when they can sign up for your services, all of that. So it's only going to make your life easier when that rush does come in.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's talk about how to get people really excited to buy you in, your services and offerings, not physically you. But
I was like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, right. Courtney's like, okay, Abby. But we want people to be ready. Like, we don't want to have to spend time in the fall convincing them. Let's do that right now.
Convince them now.
Yeah. So let's focus on warming up our audience in August. So don't be quiet. Don't just avoid sending emails, newsletters, any of those things. Like, this is where you have a moment to really stand out because a lot of other people are going to be quiet. So people don't make decisions the moment that they see something. They need multiple touch points over time.
What is it? They need to see the same thing 7?
It used to be at least 7. I feel like that number went up. I feel like it's
Probably.
like double digits
Probably.
now. And they need to see you at least 7 times, let's say.
If not, maybe more.
Which feels crazy. But you
feels-
also have to remember, not everyone opens your emails.
Right.
Not everyone sees your social posts. Like, not everyone sees your ads if you're running anything. Like, you have to remember that people need to see things multiple times, and they likely need to see them in multiple places. They need to see you on social media, in their inbox, you know, a push on, I don't know, LinkedIn, whatever it may be. Like, they need to see you in other places. So don't disappear. Make sure that you are showing up. And if you do disappear, you're kind of starting cold, and that's not what we want. So be loud, be consistent, share, like, during this time. Let's talk about the different types of content that you should share, because I think that's kind of also the question of, like, what should I show up if I'm not focused strictly on selling right now?
That's super helpful. The first one is visibility content. So just showing up, being seen, staying top of mind. This doesn't have to be heavy or salesy. Pop into your stories, give people an update about what you're doing. You don't have to be selling anything. You can just be showing them a day in the life, or, you know, if you are on vacation and you want to show some snippets from your vacation, or you're getting together with an entrepreneur buddy and grabbing coffee. These things, just showing up, be relatable, and stay on top of somebody's mind, right? Always be there in some form or capacity. And again, it doesn't have to be heavy or salesy every time you show up, because that's where I think a lot of people feel like that's what they got to do. And then that feels exhausting and tiring, and like you have to think through it. You don't have to show up like that all the time. Just being visible is doing a lot of work for you. Yeah.
And you can tell that story, and then at the very end you can be like, P.S. did you know about the service? Like, you can mention something and, like, a little PS, like, final note moment for anyone who's, you know, interested.
Our friend Sarah at BTL Copy is a gold star for this.
She does a great job.
She does so good in her stories of just, like, showing relatable everyday content, and then slightly like selling her services in a way that feels super authentic, and, like, you didn't even, like, really see it coming, and you're like, oh wow, here's an update on my life, and also here's some things you need to know about. She does a great job at that.
Another thing to share right now in August is authority content. So 1 or 2 pieces that remind your audience that you know your stuff and you are really good at what you do, because you are. So maybe that's a case study, maybe it's a testimonial, maybe it's a story about a project you worked on, maybe it's all the above. You share everything. So if now could be the time to even, like, make those portfolios, make those case studies, the ones that you're really proud of, and showcase them, share them, shout it from the rooftops. And the beautiful thing about that is, like, you can do it in a way that you are cheering. You're not bragging about yourself. You're cheering on your clients.
That's the most fun way to do it.
Like, and people want to see that. And then they envision themselves in that moment as well. And that's what creates that authority, that trust, and that, like, oh, I want that experience.
Right. Yeah. And then the third one is seed content. So planting the idea of working together without some weird, hard sales pitch. So something like spots opening in September, for example, or thinking about a fall rebrand, like just planting these little tiny seeds that aren't overthought. They're just very kind of generic, very simple, and then let it breathe. You don't need to get super salesy. You don't need to add a lot of reasons as to why. You're just kind of planting ideas of working together very minimally and kind of just throughout here and there.
Yeah. So let's talk about email, because this is the warmest audience that you have, and it's typically the most underused asset that people use in August, because we don't want to write emails. Like, people don't want to be stuck in front of their newsletter. So, but this is the time you can batch it. So if you have an email list, and say you haven't been emailing them this summer, like, it's just, you've just kind of fell off the wagon. Now is the time to re-engage them. Do it now. Don't wait until fall. So send a value forward email in August. Like, don't sell, especially if they've been cold. Give value, lots of value. Like, give them free information, give them reminders of freebies or content you have. Like, give something for free.
Yes. And just don't gatekeep.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel that if they give things away for free, that they're not going to get anything in return. And obviously you're going to have freebie takers, DIYers, things like that. But when you give value like that, they start to really trust you. You're showing authenticity. You're showing that you're the expert. People appreciate the value and some of the free stuff that you're giving. And eventually, when they need your services because they need to go beyond that freebie content, they're going to remember you. They're going to come back to you.
Yeah. I mean, this is something we do every single week. So every week on SEO Squeeze, every Sunday, we give people a free nugget of SEO information to help better their SEO. We don't ever ask anything. We just give it away for free.
Yes.
And that is something where people love it. And
They love it, yeah.
it's not, there's no selling in it. It is strictly just free. Take our knowledge. Like if that's all you do, if you don't, there are so many people who respond and say, I can't afford your services, but this has been like so incredibly helpful. Great. We want to help you so that you grow and you get to the point where you can afford our services.
Yes. And then you're going to remember us because
take it.
we were always right there for you. Yeah.
So take it now. So deliver value. And honestly, I would say that one value forward email in August is going to do so much more for you in the fall than a week of Instagram posts.
Yeah. Instagram, man.
Warm up that email audience.
Which, like, how much nicer to just sit down and write a couple emails than post Instagram posts. We all know that
Right?
spiral.
Right. Okay. So here is what you need to do with your website before fall traffic picks up. So fall is one of the highest organic traffic windows for service-based businesses because people are starting to search. They're starting to see what they need. They're starting to ask questions of what they need to do now and how they can grow their business and hit their revenue numbers or whatever their final goals are for the year. It's kind of like that rush to
The end of the year, kind of.
the end of the year. Hit what you want. So people come back from summer mode. They have fresh budgets, real decisions. They need to make a move. Like most people will be like, I've been sitting on this for a long time and I know I just need to do it. So search behavior tends to pick up in September. And if you are getting a bunch of traffic to an outdated website, that's going to be wasted. So here's a few things that you can do this month in August for your website. So 1, update your availability and any time sensitive copy that you have. So if you have anything about like now booking X dates, update that. Make sure that your investment guide and like whatever it is, your services and all of that has information if it's time sensitive that is relevant to now. Check your homepage, your services page, check the CTAs to make sure that it's not stale. Everything feels relevant. Make sure portfolios and recent work is current. This is the best way to spend August is building portfolios.
And how
building
fun,
case
actually.
studies.
Like those pages are really fun because it's your work. You're showing it off. You're showing off your client's work. It's so exciting. I can't tell you, anytime I work on portfolio pages for us, it's one of my favorite pages to work on. They're so fun.
And it's like, one, it builds authority and trust with humans, and it also builds authority and trust with robots. Like the AI crawlers and the Google crawlers of the world love this content. This is authority that is going to benefit you for months and years down the road, not just right now. So it's such a good use of your time, regardless of whether it works instantly or not. So make sure you add a few recent projects, client wins, update your testimonials, and then make sure that you check, we've talked about this already, but check your contact and your inquiry flow end to end. Make sure your form's working, your confirmation email is sending, make sure your response process is ready. That is so important.
And checking it. Don't just like set it up and walk away. Like check it.
Yeah, we noticed this on a recent client's website, an SEO client of ours, where like, again, this is not something we're scoped to do from an SEO perspective, is like website updates. Like we help for SEO, but conversion matters. And so throughout all of our SEO packages, we do additional Google tag conversion testing to make sure that we can track where you're actually getting conversions. So if someone submits a form, we know if that came from search, referral, ChatGPT, like where did it come from? So we want to set up Google tags to do that. So we always test our clients' forms because of that. And so we did this to a recent client and it would not let me submit her form. it was like requiring me to put a very specific thing in a box. And I don't even know what that thing was. I never figured it out because I was like, what is happening right now? So I had to just completely remove that box and then it let submit. But when we brought it up to her, we were like, imagine how many people just gave up and left.
Because they didn't know, or they were frustrated or whatever.
So if things were slow, it's almost like a relief where it's like, oh my gosh, it's slow because people probably couldn't reach me.
Like, not because I'm doing something wrong or whatever.
So test your forms. Like, I can't stress that enough. And we do this every once in a while too, when we're like, inquiries are slow, maybe we should go check it.
Yeah, when they are slow, we double check it because you just never know. Like, these systems can, glitch out or something can happen. So
So we went ahead and have like our own little August checklist that we're going to be adding into our Asana as tasks for us to work on. And the best way for us to do this is usually like fun working days with Margarita.
Get out of the house, go grab a marg, go to a hotel, book a spa.
Chips and salsa, and work. Like, make it fun. It doesn't have to be
We usually
boring.
start with coffee and breakfast before we get to the margs and chips and salsa. But I mean, you do you.
Yeah, I mean, we could flip it. You can flip it. You can do whatever you want. So we are going to give you a little prep prompt in the show notes. So go grab it there. Basically, we're going to give you the breakdown of like, here's the transcript notes. So download all of these. And then we want Claude, ChatGPT, whatever your favorite tool is, to build you an August prep checklist for your business based on what your business is and what it does. So go download that prompt. It's going to be a juicy one. Take that and put that into your favorite AI tool and have it copy all of that content, put it into your favorite project management system, whether that's Notion, Asana, Trello, Google Tasks, whatever it may be. Go ahead and add that in and then get to work because it's the beginning of August. You have the whole month to play with and it's a long month too.
And we're so excited for you.
Have fun.
It's time for a refill. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Duo on Air.
If you loved hanging out with us today, here are 3 quick ways to support the show. 1, subscribe so you never miss a new episode.
2, share this episode with a biz bestie and tag us on Instagram at duo.collective.
And 3, leave a review because we love hearing from you.
Finally, keep sharing your episode ideas. We love creating content for you. Head over to duocollective.com to catch up on all the latest episodes, brand and website makeovers, SEO tips, and so much more.
See you there. Let's duo this thing called business together.